Hello, everyone. I'm going to continue with the readings today from the Lakota Way, Stories and Lessons for Living, Native American Wisdom on Ethics and Character by Joseph M. Marshall III. Today's lesson will be on truth. Truth is often difficult to distinguish. It can be a gift or a burden. It can be kind or cruel. It frequently eludes our grasp, and we find it difficult to describe. Truth can sometimes hide so well that we can't find it to save ourselves, or it disguises itself so skillfully that we walk all over it without even knowing. And in the next instance, it becomes plain as day, whether we want it to or not. In the end, we learned we can't live without it. Truth is the marker along the roads we travel in life. My grandfather did say, "The red road has many markers. If you choose the black road, there is only the illusion of truth." We can be influenced by truth or by illusion. Sometimes truth is like the wind. You can't see it, but you can see the effect it has. Truth is also like sunrise and sunset. We see the sun come up over the eastern horizon in the morning and then disappear behind the western horizon in the evening. From the perspective of our existence on a spinning sphere, the sun appears to rise and set. In reality, the sun does neither. Reality is what is, first and foremost, in our physical world. In the Lakota world, reality is, for example, that the 4 seasons cycle in precisely the same order year after year. Reality is that lakes and rivers freeze in winter and thaw in the spring, and that living things die and change is inevitable. Truth is the result of the trials and errors of life. The lessons we have learned, such as without evil, goodness would be harder to recognize, or the first casualty of war is truth, or a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Some rise out of illusions that we have acquired. For example, good will always prevail over evil. Truth is subjective. As in the story of the blind men and the elephant, it is also subjective to change, as in, man was not intended to fly. If there is a universal human weakness, it is that we want to believe that there is truth because we want clear answers rather than illusions. And therefore, we are vulnerable to anything that seems to be. Truth consists of 2 parts, that which is given and that which is accepted. The truth is sometimes painful, but without it, there is only illusion. We all have our truths, some easier to accept than others. But when all is said and done, there is only one truth that is unwavering. It has endured and will always endure because it will stand unabashedly without apology. That truth is death, and it is the one that is avoided and most feared by American society. But it should be the standard for truth against which all others are measured. And we will find that nothing can compare with its honesty and faithfulness. Death will come for us regardless of how powerful, famous, rich, beautiful, influential, irreverent, or lowly we are. There is no way to fight it. We can fight to live, but we will always lose the fight with death. Thinking of death in those terms creates the illusion that it is an enemy, but it is not our enemy. It is, when all is said and done, our truest friend. The most profound and reassuring truth about death is that it is a part of life. Life begins with birth and ends with death. With no other journey you travel can you know how well it will end. We begin dying the moment we are born, which means living well is dying well. That is the truest measure of any being. The final and perhaps the greatest truth about death is that it is the great equalizer. It connects all living beings to its truth. Every form of life shares with us the same journey that begins with birth and ends with death. No one being or species, not the most powerful, nor the most arrogant, nor the wisest, will ever alter that truth. There are many certainties and even more illusions masquerading as truth. Nothing short of living and learning will enable us to know the difference. Thank you for joining me with this story time with Auntie A, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.